HouseGuest. It's your girl, Raqfamousstar. Okay, so I was counting down the minute, not counting down, but I kept looking at my clock. I was grading papers and watching my shows. Um, and next thing you know, it was 8:05. So I missed the first 5 minutes, but I'm sure it was just recaps. I caught the tail end of it when you know, they were talking about Polly and the spiral down, and how him and Corey are still up on the block, blah blah blah. And how Victor didn't use the veto, and they took the veto away from Polly, so why would he use the veto on him? All right, so Polly, when I chimed in, Polly was crying to James, and he was basically like the butterfly, I'm so sad. I mean, I don't know if they talked about how the whole Polly was mentioning his aunt who's dying of cancer, or grandma, or whoever. And I'm all for if you're playing for a family member that maybe has something. You're playing for a family member, period. But to use that as why people should vote for you, they don't have their own reasons. I feel like it's kind of messed up. But so Polly had the punishment last. He got the punishment last episode in the veto, and he had to bake pies whenever Zingbot sang the national anthem, and he wasn't doing it. He was like, "I just want to work out. I'm not baking those pies." He was being a baby about it, and Corey had to talk some sense into him, so he could start baking those pies. What I was wondering though, how many pies did he bake? And were the house guests eating these pies? I'm sure I can find this out, if I research it or something. But were they little pies, or little personal pies? Or were they full on pies, pie size? If that's a size. But so Polly, I put this in quote, apologizes to Natalie because he's on the block, for no other reason, but because he's on the block and he's trying to save his own butt. She sees right through it. She says she'll forgive, but she'll never forget. And yeah, I would have been like, you would not have been apologizing to me if Nicole won HOH, or if you won HOH. You would not have been apologizing to me. My butt would have been up on the block, and you would have been trying to tell me how I was wrong and how I should apologize, So she sees right through it. Proud of her for that. I mean, you kind of just have to okay, smile in people's face on this show. So maybe she was just doing that. Oh, I'm tired. I'm about to go to sleep. I just had a huge yawn. Sorry. Polly asked Paul for a sympathy vote because Paul gave one to Victor when he was evicted. I think it's just such a funny little thing. He says it to Victor when he was evicted, and he says it. He gave one. And at this point, Paul's kind of I may do it. I may throw one his way. But then again, he's at this point in the game, it's just kind of no, don't do it. It's not like there's 12 votes and you're one sympathy vote, and even though people knew, but I don't know. I just feel like now's not the time to give somebody a sympathy vote. Polly talks to James about keeping his big target self in the house, and maybe keep putting him up on the block. And he said to let two Goliaths battle it out so he can take out Victor for James. I was like, wow, Polly, you really know how to knock a man down. You're just saying James is a little David, well, he could be a little David knocking those big guys out. But he's basically just saying James is nothing, and the two big macho men, which is Victor the other macho man? But it's just like, Polly, you really have to. People are not that stupid. Like, even if they decided to keep you, you're going to work with Nicole and Corey 100%. If I was Natalie, okay, Polly goes and talks to Jeanette. Goes and talks to Jeanette, and it's like, whatever you guys want me to do, I'll do it. I'll put up big targets. And I'm just like, what if Natalie said, put up Corey and Nicole? Would you do it? That's your boy. You want to stay so bad. Would you do it? So I don't know. I was just like, I don't think it was real. I think I know it wasn't real. He's just like, lying just to try to stay in the house. So apparently they had time this episode because they were not going to start the HOH competition. So they showed a little Brenchel flashback, and I love Brenchel. They had a little baby Adora. I was following their pregnancy and following, I wasn't like following when she's gonna give birth, but I would check in like every few weeks, stuff, and say like, dang, she's still pregnant, like, oh, finally, the baby's here. They said they liked Jeanette. Me too. I like them. I don't know. I like Brenchel, so I'm like gung ho with what, not whatever they say, but I'm gung ho. Oh, and sorry, I'm like all over the place right now. Oh my gosh, I'm like blanking. Oh, Rachel made a good point. She said, it's been 5 years since when the last time she won, it's been 5 years since a female won. Now, I don't think this is the season that a female is going to win. I just don't. If a female's going to win, it'll be Meech. But a female's not going to win. They're not going to give it to Nicole. They're not going to give it. I mean, they may give it to Natalie if she wins an HOH. But I don't think a girl's going to win this. I think so far it's set up to win. Right now, I don't hate to say this, but I think Paul is going to win. He really rose out of the ashes and is really doing a good job. And I'm starting to like him a lot more than I did. I hated him week 1. Like, I was like, get this guy out of here, So, yeah, that was pretty much it with that. Not with that. That's who I think is going to win. Okay, after Brunchel, they had a jury house check-in because, once again, they had tons of time to kill. Davon was there first, obviously. She was the first jury member, and then she was chilling by herself for a week, and then Zakiya came, and they watched how she got evicted, and Davon, like, saw right away, because they showed, like, the competition, and they showed who won the veto, and all that, and Davon's like, wait, he fell off right after you? Wait, he didn't use a veto on you? Like, and you still here? So she caught game, and then since it was double eviction, Bridget came in right up after her, and they watched it again and saw how she got evicted, and I don't know, Bridget was just collateral damage. They needed to get her out of there. I low-key forgot about Bridget, like, after a while. I didn't know. I thought they were going to get rid of Meech that time, and they should have. So they watched that. Wasn't really anything like snazzy. So the eviction happened, and I was just going around my apartment because at this point, Polly was going. So Polly got evicted in a 5-0 vote. He had a one-way ticket. Woo! I was excited. I wrote one-way ticket, 3 exclamation points. Yay! So yeah, Julie continues with her interview. with Polly, and he says that crying was a part of his strategy. I don't know how true that is. I I mean I think he tried, but it's just I don't know. Julie kind of she asked she asked if the relationship with Zakia was real and like was he playing her, and he said it was too early to tell. And then she cuts his interview short because Polly kind of hints at how they like did it. I feel like a middle schooler when I say did it, but I don't want to say it on online. But they did it, and she kind of was like, "All right, okay, and thank you for what like." I could not believe they did that on TV. Like, I know they're grown adults and they do what they want, but on TV. So the goodbye package was standard. Meech called him a poor man's Derek. Thought that was funny. And they had the hostess, I'm Canadian, had the house guests open their letters, and who was holding the round trip ticket? Paul. Um, so that letter was never going to be opened. They knew who had it. So they must have been planning this jury buyback. Oh, sorry, there's a jury buyback. The first 5 house guests, so first 5 juries. So Devon, Zakia, Bridget, Polly, and whoever's going next. One of the 5 will compete to come back in. And I pray to God it's not Polly. I hope it's like a something Bridget can win. I don't know. But yeah, so there's a Friday episode tomorrow. I think it's just gonna be a luxury type like prizes. They're going to show the HOH tomorrow, I think. I'm going to miss it because I'm gonna be driving home tomorrow, so I'm leaving like right after school. But I'll watch it on Saturday and give you guys my lovely tips. But yeah, so Saturday, Friday episode, Sunday episode, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'm thinking probably in 2 or 3 weeks there'll be a double eviction. I think there's normally like 2 every season. The first one was kind of late, so I don't know when the next one's going to be. And don't forget to vote for the next, America's Care package. This next person will be co-HOH, and they'll get to name one of the 2 nominees. So once again, I'm voting for Big Meech. I want her to win because I don't think the one after this is like it's like a America's Bribe or BB Bribe or something like that. I don't think that one's as powerful as it sounds. I think it's like, hey, I'll give you $5,000 to keep me in the house. Okay, vote them out the house. Like I don't know what exactly that entails. Like, do they have to if the person says like they make a deal on the money or something like that? Do they have to follow through with it? I don't know. I mean, I think that's from what I read, that's what I understood from it. But yeah, that wraps it up for me. I'm about to go do my little 20 votes and go to sleep or finish packing. Well, not packing, but getting my stuff together and go to sleep. But all right, thanks for watching, and you're welcome. Bye.